Hello everybody, welcome back. Tomorrow being Wednesday, strength day for us. Focus is all shoulder work. I've got a mix for you. It's a mix of strength work as well as a couple of mobility drills I'm adding into the workout. Okay, so to start with, what we're going to do is we would need a bench and we would need a wall support. We call it shoulder presses, but we're going to call it shoulder presses against the wall support. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to comfortably sit on the bench. Make sure that your complete back is touching the wall, and I want you to get into what we call the hands up position, right? So now make sure that my shoulder, my elbow and my palm is touching. We've done this before. Just to recap, if you've not done it before or if you don't remember. Now from here, what my target is to straighten up my arms, making sure that my elbow and palm and my back is always touching the ground, right? So just to the wall, sorry. And I'm gonna press it up, going to go slow. My palm, my elbow, my palm is touching the ground, the wall, and I come back slowly. Now how much do I go all the way up? To the level where my elbow and palm is still touching. I don't want you to attempt to go all the way up, and notice that your elbow is not touching the wall. So if you feel that beyond this point, if you try to straighten up your elbows more, you will disengage the contact from the wall. So the idea over here is to focus on your mobility of your shoulder. This is not a strength work. So I request you to go slow, focus on my palm, my elbow and my shoulder always touching the wall. All right, great. That was your first movement. The second one, we've got shoulder presses. So for that, I've got a dumbbell. What I want you to do is you can use, again, any abstract weight. If you guys are at home, if you have a band, use a band. If you don't have anything, put a couple of bottles in a smaller backpack and we can use that backpack as a weight. I've seen people using bricks, I've seen people using multiple things. Just make sure whatever you're using, it's safe. I don't want you to be injuring yourself by just being a little more experimental. Now, again, we're going to use the bench again. I want you to sit on the bench, rack that weight right on your shoulder, and from here, full extension up, slowly bring it down. Full extension up, slowly bring it down. You can start with any right or left, totally depending on you. Once you finish your one arm, all the repetitions, we're going to work with the other hand. Now if you notice, this hand can be all the way side, it can be on my hip, or I can keep it in front, doesn't matter. Just make sure that every time when you bring that weight down, you're in control, and when you're punching that weight up, you're sitting up tall all the time. Just make sure you're not slouching or you're not hunching back. That was your second movement. The third movement, again sticking to the shoulder work, we're going to do a high pull. We've been doing this movement, but we've been doing it single arm. Today I'm going to do it with both my arms, but in this one I want you to go slightly heavier. But when you go heavy, what I'm adding to this intensity is tempo. What we're going to do, we're going to go pull this weight up in a count of 1, 2, pause on the top, 1, 2, and now the work is when I bring that weight down, I'm going to count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause for a second. Up, pause, pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. So to repeat, it's a 2-second pull, 2-second pause, 4 seconds going down slow, and 1 second at the bottom for you to catch your breath. Just make sure you keep that weight really close to your midline or your body. You don't have to keep it far away. That was your second one. The third movement, sorry. Now the fourth movement and the last movement for our strength work. Just going to change the little angle for the camera. What we're going to do is we're going to do W's. Now, we've done this before, but I want to show it to you again. I want you to just lie down on the ground. Now, To add an accessory, what I can request you to do is, if you want, you can add a towel, okay? Or if you have a stick or a PVC pipe or anything you want, you can hold on. And now from here, I want you to lift your chest up and pull those elbows in. Squeeze and release. Pull. So we're making a W with our elbows and release. So if I'm holding a towel, I want you to really pull that towel in, squeeze that back. So remember, every time you're pulling that elbow in, I want you to really squeeze that back, feel that burn here, and pause. Important thing is pause. If you try not pausing and if you just try to give me speed here, trust me, the whole objective of the movement is gone. Right? So that was your fourth and the last movement. That was the block for your strength work. Now from here, I'm going to add on 2 different movements, which we for an every minute on a minute. That's something which you're going to do it all the time. The first one, it's more around mobility than strength work. We call it crab stretch. To start with, I want you to sit down, with your feet on the ground, hands on the ground. And now from here, lift your hip up, pause, and down. Sit back again, touch your hip on the ground, up. Try to lift your hip up as high as you can. You're going to get into an inverted table position. We call it a crab stretch. Up. Up. That's time for the day. Right? The last one we're going to do, it's a new movement. A few of us would have done this before. Again, in this one, I'm going to use 2 dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, again, the formula remains the same. You can use an abstract weight. We're going to do something called bent over rows. I'm going to show you the movement. Once you've seen the movement, I'm going to explain the movement to you. Show you from the side. Now what am I doing here? Grab your weight, keep your knees soft, bend down. First thing to remember when you bend down, my back is not slouchy. I'm going to keep my back nice and flat. So really keep that back flat. And whatever weight you're holding, I want you to pull that weight in towards your chest. Now when you pull that weight in, I want you to keep your elbows tucked in. So when you're pulling in, I don't want to see your elbows going out. I want to see those elbows tucked in, your elbow touching your chest all the time. That's how close I want you to be. I pull, 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 and relax. That's your last movement for the day. Once you finish all your strength work, I want you to get back again to your after party. Stretch your shoulders a little bit, your upper back, but I want you to spend that 10 minutes on your hamstring stretch. Remember, we're going to be working on your hamstring stretch every day for the whole week. Do that. Get back to me if you have any questions. I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe, guys. See you. Bye-bye.